How destroying narcissists' power so easily that they submit to us forever. Are you struggling to break free from the toxic grip of a narcissist? Despite your best efforts, do you find yourself repeatedly caught in their web? It can be incredibly difficult to maintain discipline and enforce the no-contact rule, especially when face-to-face encounters are still possible. Cutting off their narcissistic supply is a crucial step towards your own healing and recovery. However, navigating shared spaces with a narcissist, whether at work, social events, or in co-parenting situations, can significantly impact your mental well-being. The essential question becomes, how can we deprive them of their much-desired supply? How do we stop being their emotional crutch? In this video, we will explore the various interactions and modes of communication that provide narcissists with maximum supply, as well as those that offer minimal reinforcement. Your mental health deserves attention, and I will guide you through managing these situations with the least possible stress. Before we dive into the fascinating world of narcissistic psychology, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation for joining me on this transformative journey. As an additional resource, I offer a complimentary course on narcissism and effective strategies for dealing with narcissists. Please refer to the description box below for access. Get ready, because today's mission is about facing a harsh reality: how to minimize the fuel that empowers the narcissist. This knowledge is essential not only for dealing with current situations but also for healing from past wounds. After all, we can't always escape the grip of old traumas. Encountering a former narcissist can feel like stepping into a battlefield unprotected. When caught off guard, we need to limit the supply they can draw from us. So, buckle up and join me on this transformative journey toward emotional liberation. For narcissists, nothing beats the exhilarating high of being in your physical presence and wreaking havoc on your mental state. If they can't achieve that, even a video call will do. These cunning individuals thrive on face-to-face interactions. It's their battleground where they excel as master manipulators. They provoke you into reacting, draining your emotional energy like relentless parasites. Even the smallest morsel of attention satisfies their insatiable hunger. It's no wonder that these fanatics will go to great lengths to be wherever you are, at your workplace, gym, grocery store, and even trying to win over your friends and family. They are experts in manipulation, knowing that while you might ignore their calls, texts, and emails, face-to-face encounters are their forte. They use charm to resurrect sweet memories, make you laugh, and manipulate you into submission. Conversely, they can drive you mad, deliberately provoking explosive reactions to feed on your emotional energy. If you find yourself ensnared in their web of lies and deceit, the key is to avoid them like the plague. However, let's be realistic. Sometimes, due to shared custody arrangements or joint projects, you may be stuck with them. Fear not, my friends, for I offer you these essential tips. Tip number 1. The ultimate weapon in your arsenal: minimize dialogue with these twisted souls. Don't fall for their irresistible charisma. Keep conversations mundane and devoid of any personal engagement. We're talking ice-cold, mechanical exchanges here, folks. Unless the discussion strictly pertains to work-related matters, avoid getting entangled in their web. Resist the temptation to reconnect or reminisce about the past. Stay composed and unfazed. Don't let them get under your skin. Once the conversation reaches a natural conclusion, walk away without hesitation. Now, onto the second tip. Brace yourselves for some pro-level advice *. Emotionlessness is your armor. Channel your inner Spock and exhibit stoicism. Do not show any signs of sadness, anger, fear, or emotional distress. Why? Because they feed off your reactions like parasitic vampires. They thrive on extracting fuel from your emotional responses and may even attempt to leverage your politeness against you. But fear not, we've got your back. Even if they try to push your buttons, resist taking the bait. Avoid stooping to their level by launching verbal attacks. This will only worsen the situation. Remember, any emotional reaction confirms to them that they still hold power over you. Find your inner zen and remain calm, composed, and collected. Do not emit even a trace of your emotional energy. By employing these strategies, you can navigate the treacherous waters and minimize their impact on your well-being. Stay strong, my friends, and let your emotional emissions remain undetectable to these manipulative souls. Prepare yourselves, folks, as we dive into tip number 3. Get ready to hold on tight, because this knowledge is pure gold. Listen closely, as this advice is invaluable. Resist the urge to seek explanations or closure from these individuals who resemble the walking dead. Trust me, it's just not worth it. Narcissists are incapable of providing closure. It's like their ultimate weakness. If you try to resolve a situation with them, they will detect your vulnerability like a pack of hungry wolves and exploit it to manipulate you. That's definitely not what you want, is it? So, my friends, take this advice to heart. Extricate yourself from their presence. Excuse yourself for any reason. Concoct an excuse if necessary. Tap into your creativity. Whatever it takes, minimize physical contact to the utmost extent possible. We're talking ninja-level skills here, and there's no room for error. Now, brace yourselves for a puzzling question as we unveil tip number 4. What type of communication provides the least narcissistic supply? It's not a simple answer, but after careful consideration, we've reached a conclusion. If you must communicate with these draining beings, opt for written communication. Yes, you heard that right. Not only does this offer the least amount of fuel for these wretched narcissists, but it also allows you to carefully construct your message, free from the influence of your emotions. Talk about a win-win situation. In conclusion, we understand that completely banishing these emotional vampires from our lives isn't always feasible. Life happens, right? So, it's crucial to know how to manage them while minimizing their ability to exploit us as their daily dose of fuel. Here's a handy tip. Treating them with indifference, as if they don't even exist, will sting like salt in their gaping wounds. Rest assured, they'll slink back into their dark caves like the desperate, slimy creatures they truly are. Now, let's tackle a scenario that might feel like an inescapable nightmare. Imagine being trapped in a world where contact with these narcissistic individuals is unavoidable. I know, it's utterly terrifying. So, if cutting them off or ignoring them isn't an option, focus on limiting your exposure to them as if it were your full-time job. Embrace the art of the gray rock method. Be as uninteresting and unresponsive as possible. Avoid them like they carry a highly contagious disease. Do whatever it takes to minimize interaction with them to the absolute bare minimum. We've reached the end of today's mind-altering advice. I hope you found it truly impactful. Remember to leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, let the journey of healing commence.